Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the New Year, New You Women's Fashion Amazon Live for either a night out or a night in. Regardless of what your plans are, I've definitely got multiple options for you to choose from. With that, a reminder that this is live. If you have any sort of questions, you can put them in the chat. I can answer them real time with my phone right here. Just later replays, the chat is not available, so I will read anything out loud that comes up. Any sort of featured item will also be up on the screen with a little red line above it so you know what we're talking about. And if you are interested in other items, either similar for styles, colors, or just something a little different, also in my storefront, which is pinned in the box below, just dash Megan Quist. You can find over 250 items for going out or staying in, and or pieces that could work both ways. Especially if you're watching this later, feel free to scroll on through and find all of the goods there. With that, we're gonna start with what I am wearing. Highlighted on the screen here is this crystal mesh dress. And a big rule of thumb for anything on Amazon or any site that I like to go off of is don't judge the listing by its photo. So the model in the photo is wearing this with basically a swimsuit. I've worn it with a sports bra and just kind of structured underwear before. With this, I'm wearing it as just a normal little V cotton bodysuit, and then also this two-layer bodysuit underneath. It technically is supposed to go up like this on both sides, but I have one down and then one strapped around, and then also kind of like twisted through here and then twisting in the back. Just kind of random, but it works. Little shorts, and then this crystal gemstone belt with it. As for other ways to wear it, you could wear it with tights, leather leggings, you could wear a turtleneck, jacket. There's also this same material for long sleeves, crop tops, just like a halter top. So many different versions. Definitely going to be seeing more of this. And I know some people are in warm weather vacation spots right now. This could definitely also be a cute beach cover up. And or I think next I'm going to just try and wear it as a shirt and kind of tie this up. The only thing that I have not loved about it, from just wearing it around the house, I haven't worn it to an actual event yet, is if you are wearing it with bare legs, I wouldn't recommend having to sit down for a long period of time because the gemstones can kind of press into your skin and just leave a little indent. It's not painful, but you don't want to look like you have little gemstone holes all over your legs. But as long as you're not going to be sitting down, perfectly good to go with this item. Up next is one of my favorites. I've had this for over a year now, and you can definitely use it across casual, formal, even like a prom look. It is this three-piece set, and it starts with the base of this velvet tube dress here. And I also love this dress because it's got a little bit of a cinch on the sides to kind of give you that little look like you have hips. So if you're like me and you don't really have hips, it just kind of helps go across. It's true to size with this, and it's also stretchy as well across the board. So, and I'd also say for me having a longer torso, it's still a good length for being a mini dress. As for what you pair it with are these little puffs. It might look kind of strange initially, but you can also wear these in multiple ways. So the listing has them on over some gloves as a full puff like this. You could do bare arms over a shirt, over a sweater, or you could even do something like this. And or what's cute is if you have this with a long sleeve, and then this is kind of like the bottom puff or like a little extra cuff. May also give some old colonial vibes. But as for The listing, we've got it paired with some gloves. I'll just do the classic black gloves that it came with, but you can by all means use other gloves that you already have and or mix and match with others. The only thing with gloves, it's kind of a pain if you have to take them on and off to use your hands multiple times, but I've debated cutting little holes in my fingers so that I can use my phone and other things, but this is the look. Just this cute kind of like princess vibes. And then as for other gloves, just to get an idea of different styles. So if you want to stay with the extra glam New Year's style, we have these fishnet gloves with little rhinestones on it. And these are also very stretchy, so if you wanted, you could basically pull it all the way up your arm. Anything with feathers I love, and or I've added feathers, just super gluing them onto things. So you could add this or even also add some feathers to the dress. And then if you wanted something a little more formal, there's always some gloves with a little bit more structure or button details. There's also some cute sheer mesh ones or just more heavily rhinestoned versions. Just so many different gloves that you could choose from depending on what your look is, and then just an easy alternative to not having to worry about your fingers getting trapped in the gloves are kind of that Y2K style of the things that just wrap around your finger and then go all the way up would also be a cute option to wear with that. But I just love something that you can mix and match across the board. So it's almost like you're paying for one dress, but you're getting three. Another item is this dress right here in the front. This I initially got for a wedding, but I'd been seeing these all over social and there's a bunch of Amazon listings. 100% recommend. If you don't have one of these, get it in like a black and or tan as well. Such a good staple dress for any sort of event if you just need to throw something on. The best thing about all of these is that it's structured here at the top. So it really holds it together and gives it that true corset look. And it's also got this rubber lining here, so it can definitely stay up. And with that, depending on your chest sizes and how it fits on you, you might not even have to wear any bra underneath because it will just kind of stay up here. And then it's technically strapless for it to go down, but you can definitely still wear it up, down, or kind of tuck the sleeves in if you wanted it to also be strapless. The only thing I'd say to look out for, because there are so many different listings across the board for these dresses, are the reviews on sizing, because I had to get a few different ones for it to actually fit me correctly, and then the slit is just a little bit on the higher side for this one, so just be careful with that as well, depending on how tall you are and where you want it to sit on that. But it is literally so soft, and then it just has one zipper down the back, but definitely it looks so formal for the great price that it is. As for something a little more glitzy and or it could still be casual, this is what I wore 2 New Year's Eves ago, is this cute little sequin skirt here. It also comes in silver, but I love this because it has a soft lining. Sequin items can always be 50-50 if it's going to be scratching you the whole night. It's a good length, and then it's also kind of got a little Western feel with the fringe. Definitely be a cute party dress or bachelorette party. Pair it with some cowgirl boots. So this definitely is something that, although you may think you'll only wear it like once on New Year's or something, you could definitely pair it with a jean jacket and make it a little more casual, etc. So I always try to find sequin things that aren't too over the top so I can actually pair it with things later on. And another favorite for going out section is to not just think of things as the holiday that they initially remind you of. So this one initially reminds me of Valentine's Day, but again, I love this dress because it's got that structured top. It's got like a good puff right here on the inside. You can see how it just stays up on its own. And then I love things with adjustable straps. You can just fit it to how it works on you, and one zipper down the back. But just thinking of like your Instagram Explore page, etc., if you were to find something like this with some pink tights or some other monochrome, like do a pop of orange and find like a pink wall around you or something, it could definitely be a cute look any time of the year for girls' night, birthday party, etc. So always looking for some pieces that a little more on the unique side that you could use for multiple events. Things to wear under these, and things that you'll definitely need if you're in the Midwest or the East Coast where it's a little more chilly. I don't know how I just discovered these a year ago, but fleece lined tights are life-changing. So they do kind of look like a diaper initially, but once they're on you, it will not look like that. Just to give you an idea, they are so fuzzy, like just the cozy blanket vibes on the inside. And then it is fleece lined all the way through to the bottom of the foot, just your other end of the foot with the toes. Don't worry, that's not also fleece lined, so you're not going to be like sweating everywhere. But I love these because they're also high-waisted, and it's also structured at the top, so it kind of just sucks you in all together. But don't worry, your legs will not look chunky even though they're thick. It's just a subtle extra little layer in there. I've also seen listings where they come in different thicknesses, so you can kind of choose what you need this for, and or if you want different colors. But highly recommend, especially if you're going somewhere or sitting in like a sports stadium where you've got cold seats. 100% could even wear these underneath some jeans if you need it. And then for some other tights, going along with the rhinestone vibe, are these fishnet rhinestone tights. I wore these on New Year's, and then there's also a nude pair in this pack. But I love these because they do look a little small initially, honestly, but they're super stretchy, and it just gives that nice little subtle gemstone look without covering your full leg. And it's honestly high quality. I've worn these like 3 or 4 times now, and not one gemstone has fallen off, so that's amazing. Sometimes they will just all unglue, but 100% trust this listing. That's the one that I've been wearing. As for some other items that I've listed in the idea list, but not on this exact live, are just other fun tights. So anything with little stars, or just an added little detail, like some added bows or faux stockings, various little things to make it stand out subtly, to add something to your look, especially if you're just sticking to one color where you might be wearing all black. Totally fine, but you can just add a little bit of detail there to switch it up easily. For shoes to pair with these, going off of that fringe initially, and something that you're definitely going to see more of in 2023 are cowgirl boots. Now, I have not had any cowgirl boots before, but I did go to Texas this summer for a bachelorette party, and I 100% recommend, if you're going to buy heeled cowboy boots, read the reviews for how comfortable they are, especially if you're going to be like out doing things or on a pedal bike all day, etc. But I love these because it's got a super soft lining here, and then it's like slightly memory foam feeling on the bottom with a good strong heel, so you get a little bit of height. And it definitely pays to have a good listing for a boot so that it just stays up and that you don't have any kind of crinkles or anything in the leather. High quality right here. I loved the white just matching more. I feel like so many people have brown and black ones. These kind of stand out a little bit more. But something that I've also been seeing a lot more are the metallic boots. I definitely want to get some gold ones. Some other shoes. These would be fun even for a night in as well with some pajamas. But I love these heels here because they are just so subtle with like barely an inch of a heel. They're still easy to walk in and it's just extra fluffy. Sometimes with feather listings, you're just not going to get what's in the picture. So at least with this one, it's still super nice and fluffy. Comes in other colors. I love these. For more glam, and then also another good structured heel are any sort of boots that just have a subtle shimmer to them. I honestly got so many compliments when I wore these out. They also come in black and silver. Blue is no longer available, but I feel like more people will probably go to the colors that will match a lot more. But I love these, and it's not too obnoxiously shiny. It just gives that little subtle shimmer, but just again something that's more practical, comfortable. You can wear like thicker socks with it, etc. And then you can obviously wear it throughout the summer, the winter, etc. But just always loving a good boot no matter where I am. And if you're wanting to have something a little bit more on the fancy side, you can never go wrong with a lace-up heel. So the thing that people always ask me about with lace-up heels is, do they actually stay up on your leg, and does this like scratch you or kind of rip your clothes? So no, they do not scratch. They haven't ripped any of my tights, and they do stay up. The thing is though, either watch a tutorial or kind of get to know how it will stay up on your leg. I just recommend that you initially tie it in the back by your ankle versus in the front, just so you have more of that base to kind of keep them on further. But you'll know kind of too how you want to style them, how many times you want to wrap them, and that's the nice thing as well. You could literally just wrap it all around your ankle or go all the way up your leg. But even if you're not, like I'm not 6 feet tall by any means, they elongate your legs, and it just looks so good to wear lace-up heels. There's also other cute ones if you want closed toe, or ones that are more subtle and not exactly diamonds all the way up the straps. But 100%, I've gotten 3 pairs of these now, and as you can see, they're still intact, still clean, so definitely a great staple. Now we've shown a lot more glam items, but something that is a great mix and match, just more casual piece, are these Levi's ribcage jeans. And with these, I just love Levi's because high quality. These are a little bit stretchy, and this is the ribcage straight ankle. The only thing that's semi a pain with these is I didn't do this all the way so you can see all the buttons on the way up. But the nice thing is with the buttons is it just kind of helps structure it up above a little bit more. I personally have, I'd say, average length legs and a longer torso. So I love these ones because they aren't too long or too short on me, depending on kind of like the style and where it hits you. On the high waist, this color here is not currently available, but the slightly darker wash that I have highlighted down below is also on sale. So that is amazing deal for Levi's. It is 48% off right now for $41.70, which is so good. That's almost like a Black Friday deal right there. As for something, if you want to get a little bit more out there, a little more costumey, or maybe kind of more of a theme party, are these silver jean shorts. And I know they look like they go up super high, but once you have them on, it's not that crazy of a look. But these are cute either for the summer, just bare legs, or you could definitely wear some of the tights shown with them. But both of these together, cute combo. You could even wear this with a turtleneck or some sort of long sleeve just to keep it more subtle, or kind of one of those shimmery crop tops or something like this would be super cute for either kind of like more of a New Year's party vibe or a concert, etc. And to pair with these, kind of a little mix of crop tops for you. So we've got just our classic feather crop tops. This one I've had for almost 2 years now. And I have put it through the wash. I just let it hang dry. You do lose a few feathers, but it does stay together very well. But I love this. It's just a simple little one. And again, read the reviews on the feathers. I trust this listing. It's been holding through. As for other ones, I just returned right away because you just knew it wasn't like the picture. And then there's a few ones out there if you'd want more of just a tube top in other colors. You can honestly get any color you can think of for crop tops out there on Amazon. One crop top that I literally love so much that I've gotten in 3 colors is this one here from Pretty Today, and it is $12.99. With these, I love the one shoulder. They're nice and stretchy, soft, but I got 2 basics, just a brown and a black, and then a purple. And I'd say that they do, after washing and drying, they definitely do kind of cinch back in, which is nice. You can tell that I just wore this one because it's a little bit more stretched out, but this one I just washed and it went back to the tighter size. These are great because you can definitely pair it with like those Levi's or something more out there like sequin pants or under a dress like this, etc. But basically my rule of thumb is once I find a brand or a listing that I like on Amazon, I don't waste my time scrolling through page after page. Just stick to what you know and get all the colors that you want. If you did want a crop that is a little bit more on the fancier side, there's this one here. And it's got a subtle shimmer to it, but I just love the little ruchy detail. I've definitely been seeing more of this in dresses and skirts across the board. I've seen listings that look like this with a dress, but this one also comes in a handful of different colors. Be super cute also with just high trousers or jeans and like some Converse. So you can definitely elevate any sort of look. But again, I always love, like that other one was purple, just having something that will stand out a little bit more. And then switching it up to some products if you want to also make yourself a little glam without the clothing doing it for you. So we've got 2 different shimmery items. This is the Milani Hypnotic Lights. It's technically a lip gloss, but I've also put it on as eyeshadow. So it's kind of like holographic. You can see how much it's shimmering. So I'll put a little on my hand here. But it's a nice kind of more subtle shimmer across the board with a little hint of pink. So I have a little bit of that on my lips right now. And then this thing called Unicorn Snot. So this is technically sunscreen, but I'm all about wearing sunscreen all the time, even in my foundation, even if it's snowy or pitch black outside. But this is glitter sunscreen. So this is just fun. It goes on initially white, but once you rub it in, you'll get just kind of more of a subtle shimmer. Don't know if you can tell, but you will get sparkly. So even though it's kind of got like a bluish white tint, you definitely are not going to turn blue. But I just love that because it's kind of a 2-in-1 of you've got your sunscreen and then you've got your sparkles with it, versus like adding some sort of primer and then just pouring sparkles or the spray sparkles. There you're also got some UV protection. But another thing that I do have on right now, I love these little glitter brilliants by NYX. Honestly, one of these I've had for like 4 or so years. It will last you a long time. Got silver and pink as good staples, but once you open it, it's just loose glitter. And then typically with just an eyeshadow primer, concealer, or even a moisturizer, just putting it on. You could even put it in your hair. I put it on my chest for New Year's, or on as eyeshadow. You could put a little on your lips. Honestly, anywhere, even to clothes if you could get it to stick. But these are great because it'll just last you so long, and you can just have multi-purpose with it not being pre-sticky to anything. Some other staples for any of these items, especially something like this dress, depending on how it fits on you, are just these little tapes by Busties. And I love to just keep some of these like in my front linen closet, in a handful of bags, and just in the bathroom for if you never know too, because half the time do you wear your outfit and then kind of test it out and then go out? Probably not. So if something's falling down or uncomfortable, or if your zipper or button breaks, then you've always got something to just hold everything up and together. And then just some more accessories, getting into jewelry and bags before transitioning into more of the staying in items. But I purchased 3 or 4 years ago like 2 more crystal chokers, and I honestly haven't needed to buy any ever since. So I have one that's just thick across the board, and then this one's got a little bit more detailing. But I think it's always good to have just a good structured choker. And then also too, if you're not a fan of any where it actually clips on, I also love getting any with a ribbon on the back, so you can just make sure it fits you perfectly. But this is such a great staple to have, not only for New Year's, but just sort of any sort of more glam or party look. It can definitely too, if you just want to wear a simple dress, like all black cotton, just throw on a choker like this, or a bracelet that even looks like this, and voila, your look looks nice and glam in no time. For some fun bags, either a party night out or you just want like a conversation piece, are these bags where you can do like, there's different drinks or foods. I've seen a hot Cheetos one, just the most random items, but I got this for the bachelorette party. This cute little tequila bag. Just got a nice little crossbody strap, and it's got a zipper with a good amount of space. That's the thing, is a lot of the little bags or the cute trending rhinestone bags, they're just so small when our phones are so ginormous that it's not gonna fit everything. So I always think these are fun if you think that you're actually gonna use it more than once, or for some sort of event. Can never go wrong with a little fun bag. And then if you did want something a little more subtle or versatile, I love a good glitter bag. And this one is even better because it is just so easy to hold on to the handle. So even if you don't have time to always zip it back and forth, it just feels more secure, lightweight, and again, this one is also big enough to put your phone and maybe a few extra things in versus just a crossbody. And another thing as well, even though you technically hold it like this, you could also kind of keep it like this to also keep it secure and just hands-free with that if you didn't want to worry about the bag around you and keeping track of it. As for some things that I like to put in my bags when traveling, regardless of if it's a short trip or a long trip, are making sure that I have supplements or medications on hand with me, or if you're going out somewhere or to a friend's house, you may get a headache, you want some Advil on you, etc. Instead of continuously buying just like those little packets or a waste of plastic, etc. This is my own brand on Amazon, the Pill Aesthetic. But basically it is these little containers, and this one has about 4 larger pills in it. You could fit about 6. And with that, it's just a little discreet pill case, kind of looks like a makeup case. And then you just slide it open and you could fit not just supplements, but anything smaller that you'd want to fit in here. So we've got this larger navy listing, and then if you prefer the color gold or you just want something a little bit smaller, we've also got this little gold one. So typically for me, always on the go, I like to bring a probiotic and an anti-bloat pill. Just always have on hand. You can never go wrong with your gut health. Another thing that I got on Black Friday, and I should have gotten a long time ago, are Apple AirTags. So I bought one and I was like, wait, I love this, I need more. So I just got a 4-pack. But the little Apple AirTags, I initially heard of people putting these on their outdoor cats to track them. But I'm the type of person that loses my phone or keys or just random things all day long. So the fact that you can just kind of check your phone really quick and be like, oh, where'd that item go? Oh, it's right there. So these are just the little tags, super lightweight. I don't have a case for my wallet. I just kind of slide it in. So depending on what you're using it for, otherwise there are various little holders for it and different keychains if you want it to be more discreet or covered. And then there are little holders as well for AirTags that go specifically, that look like an actual like credit card to just slide right in. But just for peace of mind that you know where everything is all the time, regardless of if it got taken or you're traveling, etc. You can never go wrong with an AirTag. Another thing, if you don't want to keep one of these full bags with you or you don't have much to carry, is kind of a little 2-in-1 for your phone. So we've got this little phone case here, and then you can either just do this strap or use it as a crossbody. But I love this because it looks just a little bit more sophisticated with the quilting, and then it obviously does also protect your phone. But just a simple little thing to wear like this, and then less is more. That's all you got to worry about. There is this little pouch as well with this, so you can secure it down if you did want to bring a little bit of money, or if you had like a hotel key, etc. House, or I guess your car key wouldn't really fit on there, but you could just like clip your other keys on there. But I always love just another little item to have on hand, and this one is $13.87, comes in other colors, so basically the same price as a bag, but just a good backup option. I've had this for a few years now. And if you want something that does attach to your phone, and you're like me, where you might not be a huge fan of pop sockets, I just discovered this. It is the Ziggy band. So it just kind of sticks on with some 3M sticky tape onto your phone. You can choose where you want to position it. It spins all the way around, and then you have these little beaded bands here. There's another listing of like little fruit beads, other colors. I just got this one. It matched a little better, but then just kind of more peace of mind, or you can just keep it like this. And it said on the packaging that it doesn't do well with kind of like textured surfaces, but this is obviously textured leather and it hasn't fallen off. I've been using this for about a week now and it's very secure. So love this, an easy thing. As for phone power to keep all our electronics alive, so for years I had just like a power pack where you'd have to remember the charger and the cord, but this is amazing. So all you have to do is charge it, and then it's just built in right there. And then you just have a little cover for it, and it's nice and compact and small. This also comes in other colors, and the best thing of all, instead of like guesstimating how much time is left on this, you get a little number here when it's turned on, and it will tell you how much charge is left. So this one right now is showing 100 for 100% battery, so you also just have a good gauge of when you need to charge it. But just like literally life-changing, being able to use your phone, you can still text with it down here in your hand, and you don't have to worry about your cord flopping around or catching on somebody or catching on your bag. So I love this. Then another phone accessory, whether you're staying in or going out, getting some text messages out there before you leave, is this portable keyboard. And this is so fun because you can put your phone in it or your iPad. So if I put my phone here, you can just balance it on here, and then it connects via Bluetooth. And then you can just type on here. You can do all the things. It's got full keyboards, just as a normal keyboard would. Comes in various colors. And then to charge it, you just need to charge it in the wall. But this just makes things easier, and personally, even though I do have even the pencil for my iPad, sometimes you just feel like typing so much faster, or if you're like in a noisy place where you can't necessarily do a voice text, etc. 100% love these. They're just so fun, especially if you don't want to like go grab your laptop, or you're like me and you have 27 tabs open on your laptop and it's burning up and burning your legs. This thing does not get hot, at least from the many times that I've used it. For taking pics with friends, we've got various tripods. So the one featured on the screen is one that will follow you around. I love this because as long as it's fully charged, it just connects to your phone, and then I'm actually using it right now. But basically then it'll just follow you, and if you're moving around, dancing, or doing a transition, you don't have to worry about like setting it up, repositioning it, going up or down. It will just follow you around the room, and it just speeds up your whole process of filming anything, or if you're doing a group thing, etc. Or if there's just people around where they may not be as skilled of taking the pictures. 100% life-saving. With this is a newer purchase of mine. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's well worth it. This will elevate your content, whether you're staying at home or just taking selfies on the couch or going out. But this is the LumiCube Mobile Creator Kit. So you can get this at various levels. You don't have to buy everything all in one. You can just get this part, etc. But what I love about this is, first off, the light. So once it's on, you can choose how you want to twist this, if you want it up down. And then the nice thing as well is that on the screen you can see how strong the light is, the color of the light, and how much battery you have. So for example, it right now, I'm going to make it darker. So here it's on 1%, and then we just brought it up. And you can choose, so the brightest here is on 3200K, but basically just depending on your settings, that is basically what sold me on this was the light, because you can adjust it versus other ones you usually have like 3 or 4 clicks of just various lights, but this one you can personalize it, and then you can also add a microphone on the side as another piece of the kit. And then this here is amazing because you can flip it and basically like upside down, sideways, up, down to the side. So whatever angle your content's at, it will twist for you. And then of course you can hold it with the stand, or if you just take it off of here and you don't want the stand, this will just balance on its own on a table. Or if you do have an external tripod, which is what I typically do, is you can then just twist it on here, just the typical little twists, and add it. And then as well, depending on what type of camera you have, but even if you have a larger DSLR, you can just get an attachment and then also hook this light up to the side of any sort of other camera, or even set it up next to your laptop. They do also have ones that stick right on that are meant to go across your computer, but considering that this is about $100 and then $200 for the whole kit, you can definitely just take it apart piece by piece and place it wherever you need it, depending on what you do for content or what your budget is. But 100% just this light alone, life-changing. For wherever you are, you're going to be amazed, because I have not the newest iPhone, but the one before that, the 13 Pro, and you just need more light no matter what kind of phone you have. If you want to go old school for pictures, throw away the lights, tripods, all that. I've been loving more of the vintage feel and kind of more of just the push for actual photos on Instagram, but you can go just real old school, develop some film, and just have that fun little surprise of what your pictures are going to be when you develop them. Other than that, you can never go wrong with a Instax. So there are so many versions of these now. I got this one a few years ago. So this is the Mini 8, and it's the little mini films. Now they've got the larger ones, the ones where you can preview your photos before and after. But one of my favorite things about the Instax minis is that it is mini, it's lightweight, and the cute little films that you can get with like little borders around them or stickers. They also now have monochrome or like colored ones. So you can definitely kind of plan it out to whatever your color palette is with all the film, and then kind of just share it around friends, especially during holidays and stuff. I just love kind of having more of those candid photos where half the people may be blinking, but it's just fun to have just the actual physical memories of the pictures later on with the Polaroids. Now transitioning more, we've got our outfit, we've got our bag packed, we've got all of our pictures taken, but a good jacket to go out in is something that is like more fuzzy, but also somewhat more sophisticated with it being a pea coat. So I love this one. Because it just feels warm, but it also looks nice, and it's just kind of casual. Like you could wear it with jeans around, but still warm, versus wearing something that's like super long, like a full down coat. So I definitely recommend also just getting something that's a fun color, especially if you're somewhere, even if there is a coat check, but if everybody has like the same black jacket out there, it's just harder to find. So I love getting, again, just a little pop of color or something kind of fuzzy to have as more of a little fun switching up the look for when you're going out, but still staying practical. And then while you're getting ready, or if you do stay inside, something that you can't go wrong with are the Stanley Adventure Quenchers. These were out of stock for so long, but now they are fully back in stock. So this one here is the full size 40 ounce. It's got a secure lid, and then the biggest thing with these is that you can fit them in your car cup holder with this space here. That's kind of the main difference between other cups out there, but they've got cute aesthetic colors across the board. And if you wanted one slightly smaller, here is the next size down. It's also got the same lid structure, and then Stanley brand just has anything you could think of for to-go cups. Here's just the black one as well if you wanted more of a subtle color. And you can also get ones with prints, etc. But I just love this too because it's just kind of fun. It's easy to carry, lightweight, but it also keeps your drink cold or hot depending on what you're drinking with the insulation on the inside. But again, just to keep track of staying hydrated, or even better, have one for your car and then one just kind of like pre-fill up before you go to bed, and then you're just going to have it there waiting for you so you know you've always got some water for you. Or you could be like me, and I also drink the big gallon water bottles each day, so you can really track how much water you're going for. But starting small, go with the Stanley 40 ounce. Now transitioning more into if you want to stay in, or this piece you could technically wear in or out, are pajamas. And you could definitely still wear this out with jeans or some leather leggings, but you can never go wrong with a cute little satiny feather set. I first got these just for a girl's little night, but now I have some pajamas in various colors. But I love these because there are so many different feather listings on Amazon, and you can get shorts, pants, thicker feathers, lighter feathers. The one that I liked about this listing is that the pants were a little nicer, and it's got this little tie here versus just a typical like bungee. But the only downfall with that is that these were a little big on me. So it fits with the tie, but just to ensure that they would fit easier is I'd recommend just getting the bungee one. These just have a zipper down the side, but you've definitely seen out there, or on Pinterest I'm sure, feathers across the board. I've added feathers to a few dresses and shorts, etc. So super cute to wear even just with a crop top. Nobody would honestly guess that they're pajamas, or if you know you might do an Irish exit somewhere and you want to just leave, you can wear one of these pajamas. When you get home, you're already half ready for bed. So whatever color you want, I'm sure you can find it because there's just a huge selection of feather pajamas out there. Now, something that I got and I have worn way too many times, I actually own 3 of these now. It's called the Comfy, and there is an adult version that is one size fits all. There's so many different colors and patterns, but this is a Shark Tank invention, and basically it's different from a Snuggie because it's an actual sweatshirt, so there's no opening in it, but it's just so nice because you can just walk around with it. It's got the big pocket in the front, it's got a little bunchy on the end so it stays on your arm firmly, and of course a hood. So you can just lounge around depending on what you're doing for the day, but you just stay so cozy, and it's just a good gift idea as well for anybody if you don't know what to get them, because who doesn't want a nice little hooded sweatshirt? Because I feel like so many people have a lot of blankets already, etc. But this is just something that'll switch it up. And then of course a lot of the patterns, colors can be unisex as well. Now something that we've got from Black Friday that I purchased were these yoga pants that are highlighted down below, and those are literally so soft. 100% guarantee that you will love them, and they've got the nice little V on them for something you could also wear out with a feathered top or with a crop, but also perfect for a night in. And then also, if you want to still stay warm and cozy, but you don't want to go full on the comfy sweatshirt vibes, I love any sort of fuzzy set. This also would be cute if like a group of friends just all got different colors or hung out in these. But these come in various colors, and you got a little matching top. There's other listings as well that I have on the idea list that also come with cardigans, matching colors, some with stars or long sleeves, pant versions, etc. But you can never go wrong, and I've honestly worn this out in public and nobody gave me like the side eye, like what are you wearing? So I love these, and I've washed it a handful of times and it's still super soft and it's not matted down. So that's also something I definitely look for, is if it looks like disheveled after 1 or 2 washes, because sometimes you honestly don't know, but 100% guarantee you will love these little fuzzy sweats. But that is the full assortment of going out or staying in items. I hope you've gotten an idea of some things that you can wear in the new year or plan something to do with friends around one of these looks. And most importantly, again, just whenever you see something, kind of think of how you can make it your own, or use pieces that you already have in your closet to kind of make it more of that capsule wardrobe, even if it is a piece that is a little bit more unique. But I hope I've given you some ideas, some new things to pack in your bag, or ways to create content. So if you want to check out any of these items later on, it will always be in my storefront on the idea list for this. And then I also have another idea list for just the staying in items, if that's what you were just interested in. And then all of my socials are down below if you want to follow me, and I will be promoting my other lives going forward. You can also message me on social if there's anything that you want to see or find a link for. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next live.